Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Are you okay? You know, considering the circumstances. I know that it's all a lot to mentally digest right now, especially considering
it's a prank, bro!
I don't know what I've been specifically interacting with recently, but I've been bombarded with quite a few headlines of YouTube's death. Why YouTube is dying. The golden days of YouTube are over, and therefore so is YouTube. YouTube content just isn't good anymore. YouTube is prehistoric technology and just can't keep up with the juggernaut that is TikTok. And I mean all disrespect when I say this. Millennials became boomers overnight. I'm in too deep, whoa, crazy. What's that noise you're listening to? Feels alright. Britney Spears crazy. Jeez, is that what people are calling music these days? Well, objectively, it is organised sound, so categorically no, I mean, is that music. What people consider real music? Well, it exists, so no, it is real. Is that considered good music? Is that considered good music these days? Well, I like it, and so does quite a large audience. But I just don't understand how. Real music is made with real instruments, not this computer-generated stuff. Okay. It takes actual skill to be able to play a real instrument. Anyone could sit down at a computer and pump this out. Okay. You probably don't even know what a guitar looks like. What? Because of all this computer-generated stuff. I don't understand how you kids can listen to this. We need people like the Beatles to come back. You know, real musicians, not these wannabes. Do you have nothing better to do than to insult me and the things I enjoy because I don't know when I asked for your outdated, underqualified opinion? What's that you're watching? I'm watching Jinx and Katya watch Tiger King 2. Oh. What, so they're just watching a TV show? Yeah. I guess, basically. Wow, people actually watch that. What happened to people having to actually do something to get subscribers? What happened to actually having to be good at something to get subscribers? There's more to it than just watching. But they're just sitting there and saying something every now and then. Like, whatever happened to needing to have actual talent and skill, like gaming or doing your makeup? They have talent. Like, that takes actual skill. This specific video. Well, you'd hope so. Otherwise, anyone could just sit down in front of a camera and record them breathing for 10 minutes and upload that and make a fortune. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? There used to be actual effort put into people's YouTube videos and titles and thumbnails. Okay. You couldn't just buy audiences and buy views. People would have to put in actual work to be able to get views. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, this is just lazy content that anyone could be making. Okay. It's just sitting in front of a camera and watching something. Like you know what I mean. Do you have nothing better to do than to insult me and the things that I enjoy? I don't remember asking for your outdated, unqualified opinion. Hurts, doesn't it? There are, of course, some valid arguments to be made when it comes to the increase and encouragement of capitalism and consumerism with how the algorithm chooses to promote specific videos. Because, yeah, money makes people do some batty shit. But if we look at some very specific arguments that I've seen floating around on our gorgeous platform recently, 15 to 20 years ago, people were saying that about the media that we consumed. It is true that as YouTube has grown, businesses have been quite smart with how they use the platform to promote their business and products. So there is more of an imbalance when it comes to the top most subscribed to YouTube channels being businesses versus individual creators in comparison to a few years ago. It is also the sad truth that the incredible creator milestone of the first creator to reach 100 million subscribers was reached by T-Series, a business, instead of PewDiePie, a creator who was a very close second. It's also true with technology these days that AI can now actually create content, and we have creators that are virtual humans. But at the same time, objectively, these people are real people. These people exist in our reality, thus are real people. But I understand that maybe real is being used abstractly as a synonym for genuine. Which, call me a cynic, but I think as soon as people realized it was possible to make money off of this platform, there was the genuine intention to utilize their platform to make themselves more financially and socially profitable. Then this just evolves into an ethical debate, and I don't really want to have that right now because that would be its own complete video. Some companies and some creators may be a little bit more forward, a little bit more aggressive with how they utilize their audience and their platform for social and financial gain. But doesn't that still make them genuine, just in a different fashion? Technology has advanced quite rapidly over the last few years, and some technology that was nowhere near accessible 10 years ago now is. So if someone wanted to start posting to YouTube today and they're possibly from a lower income bracket and don't have as much disposable income, they now have access to better and higher quality technology than years ago. There's just a better technological start point for aspiring YouTube creators, and shouldn't that be a celebrated thing? What are you doing there? Watching a movie. Jeez, gone are the days of cinemas, DVDs, VHSs. Oh, how I miss VHSs. We've been in a global pandemic that didn't allow us to leave our homes normally for over 2 years, so we're not exactly going to be taking a quick trip to the cinema to see the latest release. Also, with less DVDs being bought and produced, there's not going to be as much waste. And if you want your movies to be fuzzier than a dog's ass, go for it, but I don't see why I'd force myself to suffer for attention. Wow, it's like anyone can buy a 4K camera these days. Yeah. Whatever happened to people having to film all of their YouTube videos on shitty little webcams? What's your point? What if we make it a rule that every new and aspiring YouTube creator needs to film and edit in 480p with terrible lighting? I'd say that it's pretty likely that a lot more content these days feels a lot more staged and produced, because it is. People can now make better and high quality videos faster, which in turn enhances our experience as the audience. It's a weird argument. Look, yes, to a certain extent, I do 100% get it, but at the same time, not to quantify the two, April 28th, 1996, 35 people were murdered and 23 people were injured at the Port Arthur massacre. Less than a month later, Australia made the National Firearm Agreement, which put heavy restrictions on guns in Australia. The National Firearm Agreement banned automatic, semi-automatic, pump action and self-loading guns, and also put restrictions on certain people to possess guns. Before YouTube's guidelines were revised, before Adpocalypse 2.0, someone filmed a recently deceased body in a Japanese forest, uploaded the video, monetized the video, put the person's body in the thumbnail, and the video was viewed hundreds of thousands of times before it was taken down. People were also just straight up making content with the intention to exploit children and even traumatize them with the videos. I'm not saying that community guidelines are perfect, because they're not. And I'm not saying that the consequences of breaking these community guidelines is always executed fairly, because it's not. But personally, I'd rather a YouTube that tries to effect positive change in these specific circumstances or circumstances similar. Otherwise, unfortunately, people would still be making and posting this content. Okay, I understand where I'm pretty sure this is coming from, but at the same time...
You need my mug. My mug is amazing. My mug.
Yes, I went to Primark.
What is up, guys? My exams are all finished now. I've had all 9 exams. Some went well, some didn't. Just finished chemistry today, which went quite bad.
So hopefully all of you peeps and poodles out there love your right ear and want to show it off.
And my grandma was complete and utter shock. So that was fun.
What's up? It's me and it is reenactment time! Woo! I just realized I haven't done a reenactment video in a while. Probably because I was like lazy.
Hey guys, so I just felt like making a video because I haven't in a while, so I guess I'll just catch you guys up on a few things.
Basically, when I was 3 months old, it became very clear to my mom and my dad that my left eye had no real desire to enter into a working relationship with my right one.
It's Thanksgiving-ish time. I don't want to be festive and I can't stop thinking about food. I wanted to think of some better names for food.
Seriously? Seriously, guys! Seriously? Guys! Seriously, sauces!
Excuse me. Day 4 continued. It's 8:16. I'm back from work. What a lame post this morning. I'm sorry about that.
Right. Once again, I'm pretty sure I understand where this is coming from. But at the same time...
A train into the station! Okay, there you go.
Open up. One, two, three.
I guess babies don't have a sense of smell either.
Oh no, this is a good, I thought you would really enjoy this flavor. I really honestly picked this like carrots. No.
Okay, so subjective, but YouTube has always had its premium selection of trash. Luckily, I'm a raccoon. I love sifting through trash.
Stay in your seat.
Cheers.
What's 2 + 2? Gonorrhea.
Your face! God damn it!
Guns don't kill people. I kill people with guns. How?
Breathing is a safe and effective way of fighting death and death-related symptoms.
I think that there is some romanticizing of what YouTube was like in its earlier years, and some of that could be as simple as the nostalgia we get from watching some of the OG YouTubers, which would be harder to develop comparatively with our recent YouTubers. Because YouTube has always been a home for some spectacular mistakes and some masterpieces of awful. Some of these pieces of content being so awful that they've come back around and bitten that creator on the ass. YouTube hasn't suddenly overflowed with awful. It's always been a crucial part of the system. And it's like this for all forms of media. There is some absolute trash out there, but there's also some absolute stellar pieces out there, and they both evolve as the years go on. So personally, I don't think that YouTube's going anywhere. I don't think that YouTube is dying. I don't think that YouTube is in its flop era, and I don't think that TikTok is going to be the end of YouTube. Because financially for creators, TikTok isn't a stable system with the diluting pool of the creator fund that only exists in the USA, whereas YouTube somewhat is internationally. So I think there is the slightest possibility that perhaps those born in the 20th century have outgrown YouTube as a platform. Or at the very least, perhaps have outgrown the content that is considered trending on YouTube. Which is very sad. It's heartbreaking, I get it, because I too was born in the 1900s. But we can either accept the overall picture that perhaps we've aged out of the target demographic of the trending page, or watch as we become our parents. Also, keep in mind that the world has had an absolute garbage time over the last few years, and the pandemic truly did bring out the best and absolute worst in people. Sometimes my expectations were surpassed and people got more awful. So all of the little amounts of dopamine that the internet had to offer was drained really fast. The world's burnt the fuck out. People creating for social media are burnt the fuck out. I reckon realistically in about 6 months' time, we'll start to see the fun again. We'll start to see some creativity again. But for the moment, YouTube and its creators need to have a nap. Need to have a whole block of chocolate and a really good nap. So in the meantime, like and subscribe so that you don't lose me, my channel, or this video, and then delete all of your search history, eat up all of your cookies and leave no crumbs. Start with a fresh recommended, just reset your account's algorithm to have no data and just see where you possibly end up. Find some content that you've possibly never seen before, or make the content that you want to see on YouTube, because I'm sure that there are other people out there in the world that want to see the content that you want to see. Or don't. I'm not your mother. Thank you so much for watching and donating some of your precious time to me, my channel, and this video. I just hope that you are having the most fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month, fantastic year, and I hope that you are doing as fantastic as always. Bye everyone.